Chapter 24, June 21st, 2007. I think of him, still. Not all the time, not like before, but always in crowded places. Like when I waited for Isaac's plane to land at SFO in December. The coming and going of family, of loved ones arriving from far away, or old friends departing with long embraces, foreheads pressed against foreheads, hands squeezing hands. I always think of him in airports. And I think of him at every gig we play, not the small house parties, but at the real venues. The getting paid gigs at Café du Nord, Slim's, and finally, the weekend after our graduation, as the opening act at the Boom Boom Room. With the stage lights on, it's hard to see the faces in the crowd, and sometimes I let myself imagine him there, his proud eyes and his mouth slightly open, his head nodding to the sound of our music. I think of him when I run in Golden Gate Park on a busy day, and on a lazy afternoon when Beckett and I visit the botanical garden. And I imagine him in the aisles of the music store each time I need new drumsticks. I remember him knowing long before I did that nothing right wasn't just a fleeting whim, that music would become the thing that anchored me, the one thing that made me feel absolutely complete. "Looks full," my mom says from the doorway as she eyes my suitcase and the pile of travel-sized lotions and shampoo bottles that still need to be packed. "Hey there," she smiles. "Hey there yourself." She's in the room then, moving in the Spanish dictionary out of the way so she can sit in my reading chair. She cut her hair last month, the shortest I've ever seen her wear it, but the layers make her look younger and spontaneous, less weighed down. "Think you have everything?" she asks. I know that I don't. I couldn't possibly, no matter how long I stayed in this room packing. But I tell her yes, and even lift the large yellow mailing envelope up to show her as I lower it into the suitcase. The envelope is full of college catalogs and applications to 3 music programs in California that I'll apply to this winter. "What time do you arrive?" she asks, and I tell her for the 100th time that I'll land in Paris the next morning around 10. Isaac will be waiting at the airport, and then I'll fly to Peru a few days later. "¿Estás lista?" she asks. "Are you ready?" "Tan lista como siempre estaré," as ready as I'll ever be. But mostly I think of him in that photo, and of the city beyond its edges. The community of men and women rebuilding their San Francisco, just like I had to rebuild mine when he disappeared. When I envision him there, he's never alone. He's surrounded by friends, good-hearted people who have taken him in and made him part of their world. I imagine him there, imagining us. Him with a vague but valid sense of family far away who never stop remembering and missing and loving him. And I imagine that feeling brings him comfort, somehow.